almost made it with 2 minutes. I was shooting for 10:45 and I made it at 10:47. And it looks like we got a few people waiting over in the waiting room. So hi Jeff, hi Tony. Let me get this started by letting everybody in. I wonder if there's a, oh yeah, let me try this. I've never tried this before. It says admit all. So I'm going to hit that button and see what happens. Looks like that works pretty good actually. I have to remember that little trick right there. Let me check Twidget out. I didn't even check it out yet. It looks like it's going to show up. Yep, we're good there. And the only thing missing is the fish cam camera, and I'm not going to worry about it because too much of a mess. Hello, Alex. Hello, Josh. Hello, Greg. And hello, Chris.
Hey.
Hey, how do we sound tonight, Chris, now that you got that million?
Well, you sound a little bit louder, but I'm not sure how it is compared to everybody else. But we'll see. Everybody else might be too loud. I don't know. But maybe this will work out.
Well, we'll just leave it where it's at for right now before we start making any adjustments and see. How's that?
Okay.
That'll
I was
work.
having problems hearing Sean, too.
Well, if you've got those speakers hooked up, you probably are going to hear a pin drop.
Also, I always have a hard time hearing Josh, but
Hey, Josh.
He can't help it. I know. Sometimes it's hard to understand him, but it's okay.
Well, I was going to have him give us an audio check to see how he sounds.
Testing audio. That could be all right.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Okay. Zoom not letting me all the way in. Jeff, I haven't let you in Zoom yet, but let me press the button. You should be able to get in now. And
I know I'm away from the.
Yeah, that let Jeff in. All right.
Because I'm on my iPhone, probably. I find better on my iPhone.
Could be. Not real sure why. See, once again, it did not make a sound when Jeff entered.
I thought it did.
I heard it.
Yeah, well, when he entered the Zoom, it did. It's supposed to make a notification for me when he enters the waiting room. But for some...
I got through the thing where you click on the video, and then it just halted me at Led Zeppelin for a while.
Yeah, that's because I have to let you in. I'm probably going to start disabling that and letting people in straight away. I don't think we're going to get any bombers in here. So I probably will change
What,
that.
you haven't found my other logins yet?
No, I have not. Working on it.
That reminds me, I have to do something real quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that's...
That's all right.
I can find my iPad.
Why it's doing that. So Tony Wallow says...
It all goes back to what I used to tell my colleagues years ago. Unknown to most people, every computer has a hidden function called a critical needs circuit. And it can detect when you really want something, and it will not let you do it.
Alex, Josh always making you popcorn, but you can't get it.
So Sean Gallagher just went live right now?
Yes, he is.
Okay. I just got a notification on my phone. I did not get the notification on my computer. Okay, competition. I like it.
Well, it's in my notification, but I didn't hear the sound. When I click on notifications, I see it for Sean. But I didn't hear a sound. Maybe that's because I got the sound blocked on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm going to turn the volume up and see what he's saying, if anything.
Hello?
And he doesn't have chat. I wonder if this is an upload or a live stream.
Hey.
Says Sean Gallagher is live.
Yeah, but he does. If it is, he doesn't have he doesn't have chat enabled. And I heard, yeah, he's
What fucking email is?
not now.
No views. Stream live 90 seconds ago. 90 seconds ago.
Yeah, it ended.
Mhm.
We've got 2 blender, 3 3 blender, 1, 2, 3, 4 blender, 2 DaVinci Resolve. Howie Moundell, why he's up there is a preview. I have no clue. And Bonnie and me on the preview. That's weird. Hey,
Did your
Sean.
update ever work?
No.
I ran into the same thing. That loud echoing noise.
Hmm.
You got feedback from someplace you're not finding.
Right. Yeah, you sure do.
I'm talking to people tonight, Sue.
My cute little mic didn't help at all. Oh,
Well, maybe you got your mic. You need to go in and reset all your settings and turn all your camera and microphones off. Before the professor spews that out, I'll try to get that in sideways.
Yes, you're correct, Kenny. Go into the sound settings and disable all of the microphones, and make sure that the only microphone that is enabled is the external microphone he's got.
Right.
Mhm.
I do pay
Yeah.
attention.
I wasn't hearing any audio, so I added an audio something or other in it. I don't
No,
know.
you don't need to add that. That gets very complicated. You just want to use the default settings of what you have.
And you want to use the default where it says mic/auxiliary, and you just want to go into the properties and change the source.
Okay,
Yep.
let me open OBS again. Well, now it doesn't want to open. Here it is. Okay, so I need the audio import capture. I need to get rid of that.
Yes, you do not need that.
Yes, remove. Okay.
So I've got some relatively good news. Actually, it's great news. Some of you may or may not know, last night I was taking the laptop apart to see how hard it would be to replace the battery.
Yeah.
And in doing so, I completely almost ruined that laptop because every cable known to mankind came loose. And when I tried to put it back together last night, that was a total disaster. And at 4 o'clock this morning, I said, I'm going to bed. It'll be here in the morning. I'll deal with it tomorrow. So then I lay in bed from 4 to 5 trying to think how to solve this problem. Didn't really
I do that a
help.
lot.
I get up, get my coffee, I grab that laptop, and I still have the same problem. So I get Alex on the phone. I got about 10 minutes or so, and I'm showing him this. And his logic is correct. It's just that I had about this much room, if that, to work to connect this one ribbon, which was the keyboard ribbon.
And that is why you don't attempt to do. This is why I don't repair crappy machines like that. That you have to tear the whole thing apart.
Are you calling my laptop crappy?
Yes.
Well, watch this. See,
What's left?
let me know if where you're
That's
about
an
to
H-
go
that's
is
an
crappy.
That's an HP, right? That's an HP, right?
It is. It is.
Goodbye, Alex.
It is actually a Hewlett Packard. Anyway, I didn't have time to discuss it with him there, but I thought I've got the next X amount of hours at my mom's. I'm taking this laptop. I'm going to fix this laptop.
The Dell that the church had that somebody got for the church was just as bad because that Dell, even though it wasn't an HP and it was a Dell, it was a $300 Dell.
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever try to repair a $300 laptop because it's hard.
Yeah.
But once you repair a $300 laptop,
So after about an hour,
you had to take it apart. You had to take it apart completely twice.
yeah, I'm never taking this one apart ever again.
That's the one you got from your sister? Or?
No, from my son.
No, okay.
You had to take this like my mom had to take this laptop apart completely twice. Put it all back together
No.
first time, and I realized I turned it on and I realized, oops, the hard drive ain't, the SSD ain't connected. So I had to Had to unscrew everything.
Well,
Make
that
sure
sounds
the
familiar.
SSD was connected, and then before she screwed it all back together, I said, "Hang on, let me see if it turns on," and it turned on. So I said, "Yeah, you can screw it back together." It worked.
So after about an hour of explaining to my mom, and she actually had a genuine interest of what I was trying to do, she says, "Well, can't you get someone with little hands?" And I said, "No, Alex, I cannot, because there's no one with that little of a hand to do this."
Josh, move your hand from in front of the camera, please.
So long story short, okay, I sat there and thought about this, and I was looking at 13 different ways to Sunday on how to do this.
Use a small set of tweezers.
No. There's the laptop up and running with a dead battery. If I pull the power port out, it will die because the battery is completely shot. No, what I ended up doing was I took the keyboard off of the case. That gave me, I had an 1.5 inch ribbon to work with. As soon as I got the keyboard loose, that gave me another 5 or 6 inches of loose cable to work with. Hooked it all up, turned it on, and I had beep, beep, beep. Now my mom's bewildered. I'm not. I'm beep, beep, beep. That's because the memory and the motherboard or the hard drive were over here, and got home, put them in, and it's worked since. So,
Is
but
the
I will
battery
not. Yeah, the battery's shot.
is it soldered in that
I
one?
thought that
Or?
was the reason. I thought that was the reason why you took the laptop apart in the first place, because I showed you the battery that you needed. I thought you ordered a new battery, and you.
No, you know that I don't do things very quickly. And after I broke it last night and couldn't get it back together, I was like, well, I'm glad I didn't order the battery because it would have been a waste of money. And then after I got it back together and working today, I don't want to take that laptop apart again, ever.
Is it a replaceable battery? Is it soldered?
Oh yeah, $37. I can get a battery. I can still get it here.
I got a new battery quite some time ago for my laptop because the first one it came with died, and it cost me a whopping $11. And it was one of those that it's an older style laptop, so it's one of them that you can just it has a little latch on the back that you can just pop the battery out. Don't have to unscrew anything.
Those
that-
days are long gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know.
You
I
have
might
to-
contemplate doing it because the way the battery's in there, I might be able to just lift it up enough to get the battery out, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not.
But the battery that I'm talking about has been in there for so long now that it probably don't work. It probably doesn't. Last time I turned it on, it worked, but it probably don't hold a charge like it used to because it hasn't been turned on.
And that's the other thing. As long as the
It's about
power,
over a year.
yeah, as long as that power's in there, it'll work. So I'm good.
Yeah. Speaking of cheap laptops, my friend who doesn't like to spend money called me right after I got back from Oklahoma. And asked me, he said, I found this good deal on a laptop at Costco. It was like a $350 laptop. I don't remember what brand. I think it was a Dell, but it had Windows 11S on it, and I had to beat him over the head to keep him from buying it.
My
Yeah.
my dad's brother has a Chromebook, just like what my dad's got, but it's all he needs because everything what he does he logs on through a browser for. Plus, he's got HughesNet at his house.
Yep.
Which
You know, my laptop is what I consider marginally useful at this point. It's an HP, and the original list price was $549 4 years ago. And once I get the hard drive replaced with a SSD, I'll consider it usable.
my laptop was about laptop I'm looking at was about $700 8 years ago. Did not come with an SSD, came with a 1 terabyte hard drive and only 8 GB of RAM, and it still works really well for being 8 years old with a third generation Core i5, an SSD, and 16 gigs of RAM.
I've been telling my friend that he wants something with 512 megabyte SSD, at least 8 gig of memory. I said, if you want something that's going to work well, you need to be in the $700 price range. I mean, that's just for minimal use. That's all he and his wife need it for. But he just can't bring himself to spend more than about $350. Man, he's not going to get anything worth anything for that price.
No.
Oh.
And he just can't bring himself to accept that. So it'll be what it'll be, but it's not going to be on me.
True.
Anytime he asks me what I
He
think
might-
of something that's less than $600 or $700, the answer is going to be nope.
Yeah.
That's the
You might
reason why
find
I'm sitting on a. That's the reason why I'm setting this Nook I have costs about $1,000 once you buy the RAM and buy the SSD.
Now, I don't know if it came down today. I pulled the trigger on that graphics card last night after we quit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so it's
Be
is
here.
what it is.
Be here by the end of the month.
Originally they said the 28th, and then after I ordered it, they said the 23rd. I haven't checked today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I
So I need one more thing I'd like to get. I'd like to get some speakers. I don't have any speakers that are worth a crap, so I don't have to wear the headphones all the time.
right. And see, I'm thinking about getting a better set of headphones because the way I got this set up, it works really good, but I'm in no hurry for that either.
I mean, I like the way these headphones fit and the way they sound, but I don't know whether you can see it's wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff's rubbing through.
The new soundbar I got when Ken and Robert came to visit from Walmart, and it connects to my TV, and TV's got everything plugged into it that
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys
the
something.
output sound plus the
Windows
sound.
thinks my monitor has speakers, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I want to tell you guys something.
It actually identifies my monitor and it thinks it's got speakers, but it doesn't. So
Plus this soundbar for a TV has a normal 3.5 millimeter headphone jack style input. It has a 2 left and right white and red jacks for audio input. It has Bluetooth. It has optical.
Can it make a cup of coffee though?
No.
Well, then
I
it's
just
worthless.
want to. I'd like to get those Klipsch speakers, and they were
I
out
got
of
my
stock
own
for a
soundbar.
while, even at the manufacturer. I don't want Bluetooth speakers. I've not had good luck with anything Bluetooth on the computer.
Well,
I
Hey,
got my
Jeff.
own soundbar.
I just want
Yeah.
something with a regular plug.
mine's plugged in. It's not connected over Bluetooth, but it does have Bluetooth if I want to use it.
Well, that's fine if it works for you. I don't care. It's not my cup of tea.
So Josh is trying to show something on his.
He had a
camera.
sound bar of his.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jill.
Mm-hmm.
My aunt hooked it up.
Your friend might be able to find a decent used one for that price.
Tom
Well,
K
yeah.
joins us in the chat room. Hello, Tom.
I'm not sure. This is the guy who has to get a bargain on something. If it was used, he'd want it for 150.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just the way he is. And a good friend to me, helped me out a lot on the last big place I worked out here in Vegas. I mean, it was a different climate of work than I'd been accustomed to. And he told me everything I needed to properly adapt to it.
Right.
I'd have to be a very good friend. But he's just a tightwad. It's as simple as that.
As far as the laptop battery, mine, all I gotta do is take the back cover off. It's not as bad as it sounds. But these newer laptops, you gotta do more. I can just take the back cover off and add memory or hard drive or change the battery. It's internal.
Yeah, I couldn't get that lucky. The plate that's on there covers up the memory and the M.2 drive. You'd think maybe they would have put the doggone stupid battery there, but no, they didn't. It's all
I had
good.
to
It works.
I had a pro book one time that was about like this one that didn't have to do all that.
So Photo Mix Media is asking Jeff, he must have joined us late because yes, Jeff did pull the trigger.
Yep, I did.
Now let's clarify that. He didn't really shoot anybody. He ordered a graphics card. It's a figure of speech. So after I fix that, we're sitting
That
there.
reminds me, used to at Kroger whenever they called a lady that does the prices, they used to say bring your gun to register 6. They told her to stop saying that.
Talking about the price gun, right?
Yeah, the price gun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's funny you mentioned Kroger because after I got that done, my mom says, I would like a favor. I said, anything. And she said, I need to go to the bank and to the store and to the store and to the store. And I'm like, how many stores are we going to? And then I said, sure. So we went to the bank first, and that was fun. And we went to Kroger. And as you know, Mom's in a wheelchair, so she doesn't walk very long, very far, very well. We were
Do you have to push her?
I actually did because they had absolutely no charged carts whatsoever.
That'd be interesting to watch.
It was fun.
That's
We had a good time. My mom's got a hell of a good sense of humor, believe me. She was like,
yeah,
let's
that's the
go ahead, Chris.
that's
Thanks,
the
Greg.
thing.
Yeah.
For me working there, that's the thing is very hard to manage is those electric cars.
That's what a while back, the last time Josh was at his aunt's house, he filmed while his aunt pushed him in a manual chair, and the only thing she could think of the whole time he was doing it was that, Josh, we need to get you one of those electric things. And they went to the store, and I was wondering why he didn't get him one of the electric ones.
Yep. I ended up pushing her because they didn't, and then they didn't have any baskets at one end. And I looked at my mom's list, and I knew there was just no way we were going to hold 15 items in her lap. So we went to the other end of the store, and it's the dumbest thing. Kroger has, when you walk in, you can't turn around and walk right back out. They got gates that close, and they got these big, stupid things on there. And when you approach them from the wrong side, they don't open. So
They had that in Georgia.
Yeah, I seen this lady coming, so I thought she's going to walk in, those gates are going to open, and I can walk out, which is what I done. Well, before I got a chance to do that, some old grumpy man comes up and goes, oh, I'll get out of here, and he hit something, and it set an alarm off. So here comes Kroger employee running up. She goes, can't you read? And I'm like, man, relax, woman. And she was like, you boys, you don't even see it says, and that pissed me off. So I says, ma'am, I walked over to her and says, ma'am, I came down here to get a basket because you have no baskets at the other end. I was smart enough to wait until the lady entered, opening the gates, not setting the alarms off, and going and getting it. I can't speak to the other gentleman that, oh, by the way, he's gone. He set the alarm off. He ran, you know. He probably ripped the store off for all I know. And then she was like, one of the nicest people you could ever meet. We had about a 10-minute conversation. We discussed the fact that the electric carts didn't work. They don't have help. They don't have the baskets. I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, Chris Garrett. Where have I heard this before? I'm thinking, Chris Garrett. So, got through that, and then I got
As long as you already bring your own electric cord, it's okay. I mean,
true.
and as far as her holding 15 items in her lap, you can do it. I've done it for my mom.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to hold 2 blocks of cheese, 3 boxes of Kleenex, a thing of straws. I'm trying to think a jar of taco sauce, 2 Pepsis. There was one other thing. She's just not going to do that. I'm not going to let her do that. And I offered to carry the basket. She goes, you will not do any such thing, young man. I'm like, Mom, it's a basket. I'll carry it. She goes, nope. Your sister and I do this all the time. I'm going to put it on my lap. Okay, fine. Now she's got her cane. I mean, it's comical. She's got her cane in this basket, and she's trying to manipulate. I said, Mom, let me at least carry your cane. Nope. Your sister and I do this all the time. I'm like, okay. You know, so this cane hanging out over here, and she's got this basket here. We get in this one aisle, and we're coming out, and there comes a lady and her son, and he's handicapped, and the lady says, "No, come on through." And I said, "No, ma'am," because of her son. I said, "You come on through. We're fine." So she comes up and she stopped and she goes, "You wanted us to get out of the way so you could pop a wheelie, didn't you?" My mom looks up at him. She goes, "That's what we're about to do." She's sharp. I mean, there's days she is sharp as a tack. It really is amazing.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and then we went to the dollar store, and the lady
Dollar Tree or Dollar General?
Dollar General. I stand corrected. Dollar General. And yes, I went in because I won't let her walk by herself. And somehow the lady said, "Is there anything else?" I said, "Well, do you carry computer parts?" And she says, "Just a minute." And she pulls out 2 flash drives and a memory card. And I'm thinking, should have kept my big mouth shut. Just out of curiosity, how much are they? $11 for the flash drive, 32 gig, and $15 for the memory card, 32 gig. Made no sense. We get in the car, we're headed home. Mom looks at me, she goes, I don't think I'm ever going to drive again.
I believe you can get a 128 gigabyte memory card for around 20. A SD card for about $20 on Amazon.
At Dollar General, though, is where we were at.
They probably wasn't name brand either.
back momentarily.
PI something. I wasn't paying attention to the brand. I know it was PI something because I thought.
PNY?
No, it wasn't PNY. I would have recognized that. It was an off-brand name. So
Actually, when I went to the Micro Center a couple of years ago, I did get a Raspberry Pi and a memory card, and Micro Center they sell their own brand of memory cards.
It was a good day. I mean, got the laptop fixed, got to spend time with Mom, got to go shopping with Mom. Oh, we did have a little bit of a disagreement as to where we were going because bank, store, dollar store, or Dollar General. There's only one in the town. There's only really one way to get there. So I made my turn. She goes, "Where are you going?" I said, "You wanted to go to the Dollar General." It's over on Madison.
Really good today, Josh.
You mean you only have one Dollar General?
In that little town, yes.
We have 3.
Oh, there's a Dollar General at the corner right here where I live. There's more than that, but in her little town, there's only that one. But she was hell bent on telling me it was on Madison. It was not close. It's on Main Street, which is fine. She's going to have days like, she's going to have some of those thoughts come and go. So that's how my day went. Jim, how'd your day go?
Tiring.
Work on a lot of computers, or just did you do some yard work?
I started breaking down pallets.
Whoa.
Yeah, we've been getting 2 pallet loads full of pellets for the pellet stove for several years, and the pallets have been stacking up against the side of the house. I decided that I had to finally get around to breaking them down.
I can relate to that. How many did you get done?
Well, I had a pile of 1 already done. I started on the second one. I got that mostly done. I still got 2 or 3 left to go.
Productive day, it sounds like.
Well, yeah, tiring and also dripping with sweat. It was 85-ish, 86-ish, something like that.
Yeah, it's too warm to be working outside.
Yeah, well, I found that out. Got a little lightheaded at one point and just like, time to go inside and drink a shitload of water.
Exactly. We're 71 degrees right now here. It's comfortable. We had a little bit of a 3-minute rain shower tonight. Kind of unexpected.
Hey Ken, did you hear any bit buzzing sound in that video I just did?
I did not.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
do another one?
I did one right before I got on Zoom.
Right. No, I did not. Let me bring it back up. And
When I plug this mic in, so this mic uses a printer port, one of those printer ports that you plug
Yeah.
into a printer. That's
Yeah,
what
I
kind
do
of port
this
it uses. But anyways, when I plugged it in, it recognized as LCS USB audio. I don't know what that means, and I look it up online, and it says that there's drivers for it, but I can't. All of them are like for like
Hello?
paid software. What? And I have on Zoom. I have the same. I have it set at same as system microphone LSC USB audio. And then there's digital audio interface and capture card, and then there's
Yes, there is that.
microphone.
Yes, I could at about the at about the 25-second mark. It sounded like you were warping into space somewhere.
What the hell is going on?
I mean, it was.
I think they're spying on me somewhere or something because I don't have any other microphones plugged up.
It was getting feedback from somewhere because you said a couple things and then you actually picked the microphone up and moved it, and when you set it down I could hear that, and then it was about 3 or 4 seconds later it was like and it increased as it went on. So anyway, we'll get together in a little bit and see if we can't figure out what's going on again. Greg, what was your day like?
Kind of quiet. We had a lot of rain yesterday, and I didn't go to bed until 3:30 and got up at 8:30. Stripped and waxed my son's bathroom floor, my bathroom floor. Didn't have to water because it poured rain last night.
Right.
And I had no water by my basement door because I adjusted the door sweep that I put on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I brought it down about 3/4 of an inch. That stopped it all. And I made some chicken and some peppers and onions for dinner and watched a little TV, and that's about it.
Yep. Wintermute said he heard it, so it's clearly there, Sean.
Yeah, I just don't know why.
Could
Why
be
is
the audio on the motherboard.
Huh?
Could be the audio on the motherboard.
There's no audio. This is a cheap ass board. There's no audio speakers or nothing on this board.
So Rick, what would you do today?
Forget it.
Helped a friend clean out one of their bedrooms. They didn't have time, so they got a bunch of us over there, and we got a bunch of things done. I went biking this afternoon with me and 2 other people.
I didn't
Too bad of a day.
Sounds like you had a decent day.
Yeah, with no rain this time.
Yeah, it clouded up a couple different times today, and I thought it was going to drop a little bit more rain than it did, and finally it did drop about maybe 6 minutes worth of rain, and then it was done. Sun came back out and dried everything up. So who have I forgotten? Oh, Gary, how was your day, Gary? We'll come back to Gary.
I have the misfortune of having to get up probably about 7 o'clock in the morning again and go back, make another 5-hour round road trip tomorrow.
What movie is the line again from? Is it Forrest Gump? No, I'm not thinking it is. I was kind of thinking about you guys today too, because my mom and I were discussing television shows, and while she's discussing her shows, I'm thinking about some of the ones we've discussed. And she's a little older than all of us, so she remembers things from way back when.
We're obviously the best show, and we're not even on TV.
Well, I wouldn't say that. There's only 146 people that watch, so I don't think we're the best.
Well, that's because they don't know we exist.
So yesterday I had to move everything away in part of the garage because there was termites. And then today I had to move everything back and it was like 116 out today and I was in the garage sweating my ass off because
Not bad.
it was hot as heck in the garage.
So do you do that out of the kindness of your heart, or are you being paid for that?
I get paid for doing stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wintermute says popularity does not equal quality. That's true. Very true. Very
There, I
true.
moved the Dell. So
Oh, the one you think might be causing the problems? But I thought you said that Dell
no
wasn't.
Dell right there. Huh, I moved it
Okay.
in my closet.
So jump off of Zoom and do another one, and only go about a minute, minute and a half, and we'll see how that goes.
All right.
See you in a minute. Let's see. I think I got everybody. Oh, wait. Josh, how was your day?
Then got up, went to work, did a live stream. Took about an hour for YouTube to upload the live stream.
Talk to me for about an hour.
Yep. Up the hour for about an hour. Went to church, saw my wife. We're on good communication. Played phone tag with Alex because I couldn't get a hold of him. Finally managed to came home and get a hold of him, and I got $400. I got another $200 check that I'm gonna send him.
That's because you always call me when I'm at church.
Yep.
I can save you a bunch of money, and you can play games with Josh at the same time. It's a win-win situation. You don't need a Nintendo Switch. You two can just play phone tag all day.
Yeah.
Save a bunch of money by switching to Geico.
No. I bet that was temporarily loud. I was holding the microphone up here while I arranged something on my little table. Sounds
yeah,
like we all had decent days today.
Yep.
Good. That is good. I don't know what tomorrow brings because tomorrow's the day my sister goes camping. I don't know if she's staying there all day until she goes camping or what.
I got to get up early.
Yep. Are you going to stream again or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe depends on how long. Probably not for the whole time because it's a pain trying to hold the phone, hold the tablet in a way that people are going to want to watch it. Plus, it's a pain having to press the reconnect button every 10 or 15 minutes because you're constantly switching towers and losing a connection, going from 5 bars to 0 bars in the middle of
Right.
nowhere.
Oh, I know. When I did that 4th of July thing, or the Independence Day, whatever you want to call it, holding my phone, I literally every minute and a half to 2 minutes, I was going left hand to right hand, left hand to right hand, because it was, I mean, a little phone, but it gets heavy.
Yeah, I know.
Especially if you have to hold it sideways.
Yeah, that is odd, but you're right. When you hold it in landscape,
too makes it harder. It's harder. And I've got to remember to put it on mute. Put the live stream on mute because I don't any radio music or radio talking or any of my dad's conversations or mine and his conversations going out over the thing.
Yeah, I noticed on the one that Josh did today, the long 1 hour and 4 minute one, he muted most of that. Is that against access rules to have audio?
It's against the YouTube copyright police.
Because of the radio or because
Yep.
of
the radio.
Oh, okay.
They can get you for listening to the radio and doing a live stream.
If you get it, and when you got like me and Josh, when you got other people, in the car riding that don't necessarily know you're.
I thought maybe it was an access thing, but it never dawned on me that if it got the radio playing, you would probably catch an awful lot of notifications and or violations and or strike.
And if you got people in the car with you,
True.
and they don't know that you're, whether it's your family or not, I don't know that you're live streaming. You really don't want their conversations or yours and their conversations going on over the
No, I would agree with that. Let Sean back in.
So the easiest way to get rid of all that is to just mute it.
Okay.
Did you upload or you did it live, right?
Yeah, so I did it live. And then I replayed it. I could hear myself on the live video, but I can't hear myself talk on OBS. So OBS is not. I can't hear what I'm saying, but it said okay on. It's on YouTube. YouTube, you can hear me, but I don't know what the heck I'm saying because OBS is not playing it. So. Hello? I don't know.
Okay, you said
I don't know
hello. I heard that. So far, no feedback. We're at 19 seconds.
Hello?
Somebody will.
Another hello.
Hello?
Alex left. He's got to be up early.
Hi.
Hi.
Who said hi?
Hello. Sean did.
Hello?
I thought.
Hello. That's all he's saying is hello and
Hello?
hi. I don't know why he's.
Oh, I thought the guy that said hi was a different voice.
Hello?
We're up to
Yeah,
48 seconds
Sean.
and no. So it was the. It sounds like
Hello?
that Dell was somehow interfering, Sean.
Hello? Yeah.
Okay, Sean, you can stop.
But I still can't hear myself on OBS.
Information. Now, what is that?
We'll
Well, I'll
fix.
tell you what it's not.
We'll fix that. That's a setting. We'll do it. We won't do it right now while we're live, but that's a setting. Why am I still seeing you? This should have jumped back to me.
But this time there was no buzzing sound on
No.
my end or on your guys' end. So obviously it was that Dell. I don't know
Somehow
what
was
the
that?
heck's
But
wrong
the
with that
Dell was the Dell plugged in even?
Yeah, it was plugged into the wall and plugged into keyboard, mouse, wireless card, everything.
Okay. Well, that somehow that was causing the issue. I don't understand how, especially since it's not connected to your current computer.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Put these back
Yeah.
on.
I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna plug the Dell back up and see if it does it again. If it does it again, then I know it's the Dell that's doing it.
Yeah.
It's something inside that Dell that's causing it to make that noise.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, Alex he's got to be up early. They're going on a 2.5 hour one-way trip in the morning.
Yeah, me and Alex are trying to work out the details for the gaming chip on Nintendo Switch. I think he's gonna put me on his. I think he's gonna buy like a family plan, and just put me on his family plan. So we'll do that, so I don't have to buy a membership for the Nintendo Switch for the when we go to play our game for the Nintendo Switch.
Well, once you get all the equipment, then you can start fine-tuning it and buying whatever it is you need to buy or get the memberships or whatever it is you need.
So I found a Nintendo Switch that only had like 30 minutes turn on time on Craigslist for $240.
Well, that's a bargain. Why would you buy something that's only going to run for 30 minutes?
And then he's trying to sell it for $240 instead of like $300.
Well, yeah, there was always that too, but the mere fact that you're going to pay a good chunk of change for something that's going to maybe work 30 minutes?
Yeah.
That's how long it's been used.
Oh, is that what that indicates, Chris? It's only been operational 30 minutes?
It might be. I don't know.
Well, I'm a lot like Sergeant Schultz when it comes to the Nintendo stuff. I know nothing. Never understood it. Never had any Never wanted to play it. Never did try to play it. I've seen kids play that, and they can literally play it looking away and not missing anything on the screen, and I don't get it.
You never you played first Nintendo?
No. No, the only game I've ever had, I got in 1975, and it was called, you ready for this? Pong.
Yeah.
Had a console about that large. The cables on it were about 4 inches in diameter.
Sorry.
I don't think it might have been Atari. I don't really remember. I do remember it was called Pong, and all it did was the Pong game. You had a paddle, you hit the thing, and it goes paddle, paddle. Lost interest in games right then and there.
I'm not sure when the first Atari came out. It was in the late 70s, though. Mid to late 70s.
I have no clue. No clue whatsoever. No clue.
If they
All right.
don't fit me to get my ID.
There we go. That would help. There we go. I had Pong. I remember that one.
Okay.
Had the Atari 2600. Had the Atari 5200. And that was pretty much about the end of the console games for me.
Yeah, my brother.
Yeah, when did 2600 come out?
Oh God, it was sometime in the 80s, I think. Late 70s, early 80s, I think.
Okay.
You know, my brother had one, and I don't remember. It probably was an Atari. Was the Atari the one where you set the cartridges down
Yep.
into the game? Okay, so it probably
Yeah,
was.
2600, and I think the 5200 also did the same thing, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he had
2600. The 2600 was, if I remember correctly, it was a simulated wood grain.
I don't remember how it looked, but he had one game that we really enjoyed playing, and the only thing I can remember about it, there was one level where you were fighting what I would call flying irons. You were defending your thing against these flying irons. I do remember watching him play that. And
Don't remember that one.
Yeah, he might know the name.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Says 1977, and yep, black on brown. So.
Yeah. Okay. I vividly remember one all-night session I spent playing Asteroids on the Atari 2600. I reset the high score 3 times, but I was up all night.
Hey Jim,
Yo.
I came across this custom-made PC desktop on Craigslist. Get this. Hang on. It's a Intel i5 12th gen, 6 cores, 12 threads, 4.4 max, 4 gigs of RAM.
Oh my God.
And a 256 solid state drive and Windows 11 Pro. There's only 4 gigs of RAM in this system. What the?
I'd like to have some of whatever the hell he's smoking, because that's gonna run maybe a little bit faster than 300-pound man running uphill after an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
4 gigs of RAM, please.
Yeah, especially in an i5 12th gen.
There's nothing wrong with the 12th gen. The 256 is a little light for the solid state drive, but the 4 gig is just that's absolutely.
Oh, and he
absurd.
wants a whopping $600 for it.
Oh, please.
I had a friend that had a core. I had a friend that had a Pentium 4 machine that ran Windows 10, and it only had like 2 gigs of RAM.
Oh my God.
Oh, hey, guys! I think I found one of Carrie's customers. It says, "I am retiring and closing my insurance agency. I'm selling all my computers, and most of the computers look like the ones that Carrie built. And he's selling them for $75 each with 2 screens, mouse, keyboard, and a Wi-Fi dongle. And he's retiring. I think that might have been one of
What's the description?
huh?
What's the description?
He
Does it
doesn't
say-
give any descriptions on anything. He just says, I'm retiring. I'm selling all my computer stations, including mainframe box, 2 screens each, keyboard, mouse. I will have the computers wiped so they're ready to go. Call me on an appointment only, business or sell. And he says there are 5 computer workstations, 2 screens each, $75 Mesa. And they look
Is
like
it
the ones that Kerry built.
Is he specifying CPU and memory? at
Nope.
all? Wouldn't touch it.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta give me something to go by.
Speaking of the Atari, though, I had a game. It was labeled one thing, but it was different. It wasn't what it was labeled. I think it was labeled Space Invaders, but it was Pole Position. The game, actual game.
I think that game that my brother had was called Mega Mania. I think. I found a YouTube Mega Mania Atari 2600 review, and this looks vaguely familiar. I'm trying to go through it pretty quick. I'll have to ask him when I see him. I enjoyed watching him play it. He was pretty good at it. I just don't remember the name of it. Now that
Hey
one-
Jim, how did you make that video of you switching out the case? Do you edit it or did you do it all live and then edit it?
Oh, that wasn't live. That was recordings. That's all. Just,
Oh, okay.
just got to put it all together. The fun part was the fact that I basically had to reset up OBS on another computer and plug in the cameras and get everything set up because I was recasing the editing streaming computer. So I had to have something that was working. So it was a fun time.
Well, they had a lot of games. Beef Drop. Now there's a game for you. Beef. No, I'm serious. 2004 Beef Drop. An Atari 5200 game.
Okay. Yeah. The 5200 was a hell of an improvement. I remember that. It was a hell of an improvement at the time.
Yeah, I'll ask him tomorrow. It's fun. Good God, Josh, turn your camera off and go to sleep. Don't scare us like that. Man,
Yeah, it's getting around that time.
you're off tomorrow though, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get your ID.
Oh boy.
Well, what's to stop you from going? You've got the money order, right?
Yep. Supposedly.
Well, supposedly. Oh, you've not seen it?
Nope.
Oh, I thought you had seen it. Oh well, yeah. That's a big caveat in that equation. That's a problem. Now keep in mind the one check has got 77 days remaining for it will be worthless. Keep that in mind. What's the other check dated? Did you see or did you check?
Oh.
Okay, no big deal. Well, you know they have a 90-day shelf life, so after that, they're paperweights that aren't going to be worth anything because they're paper. So Gary,
Yeah.
are you back with us yet, or are you still out there doing something?
I don't think the group on Carol.
Got home about an hour and a half ago.
Okay, well, I know you joined a while ago. I was going around the panel seeing what people's days was like. When I asked you, it was the awkward dead silence. So
I was probably out of the room, but we had to just silence it.
yeah, well, I figured you were doing something. So How was your day?
I had fun today.
Good. Did you work today and have fun, or did you not work today and have fun?
It was bad. Had fun.
Good. Good. Well, sounds like we all had a decent day, which is good.
I think this is one of the ways the group home plans on keeping my money from me. Is letting me be my check, but not letting me tap them.
Well, that benefits no one, Josh. Why would they do that?
Because they're evil.
Yeah, but there's nobody benefits from that. They don't benefit. You don't benefit. Nobody benefits. That's just silly. And besides, why can't you take the checks with you to go to where you go to work with Access, and instead of going from work to home, swing by the DMV, get your ID, swing by the bank and cash the checks? Can you not do that?
It costs $7.25 every time I go on Access.
Okay, so is the DMV between your group home and where you work?
Yeah, by my house somewhere.
Okay, so you've already spent $7.25. Can they not make a stop and let you run in and get this?
Nope. Access doesn't work that way.
And that's probably the only transportation that's available, right? You don't have a bus system?
Nope.
Okay.
So in other words, say you wanted to go in the get-go and get something, and you're only going to be a minute. They don't care. You have to be back out there. They won't even let you get on the same van to take you home. You have to wait for another van to come get you.
Why don't you call them tonight or tomorrow in the morning?
No,
and
don't work that way.
Do they magically know to come and get you?
Don't work that way, dude.
You can't call them same day, make a same day appointment?
I wasn't going to actually say that, Ken. Sorry to interrupt you.
Well, you're fine.
I said, Josh, call them tomorrow at 10 o'clock, wherever you're at, and tell them you want to pick up. Well, shut up and listen.
You can't do that.
Okay.
You can,
but you'll get double charged is what they'll do.
Well,
Yeah.
first,
You're supposed to call like a couple days in advance.
well, if you guys will, I am getting angry. What am I getting ready to say, Josh? And then I'll shut up. And you tell me what I'm going to say.
Dude,
What am I going to say before you open up your damn mouth?
Relax, Gary. I think he probably knows a little bit more about it since he uses it 3 days a week.
No, he doesn't.
Hey, Gary.
Played this shit today.
Gary, you might have had a good day. This ain't going to work. We'll let you back in a little bit.
if I'm going by my aunt on a Friday, I have to call Thursday for Friday. You can do a same day, but they don't like it when you do that. They charge you more for it.
Well, you've got the experience. Wow, website malware blocked Access's website. Are you kidding? Yes. Website blocked due to phishing. That's funny.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get into the Access's website to see how same day rates vary from a 2-day schedule. And when I clicked on the website, it said no.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So are you working Friday morning?
Yeah.
Okay, what I would recommend you do is, since you got to have a ride anyway, schedule a ride. Well, I know you're going to have to pay for it, though, because you're going to pay from group home to work to DMV, DMV to bank. Yeah, that probably wouldn't work. Never mind. Forget that idea.
I'm going from home to Marianne. Spending the weekend with her. Coming home Sunday.
Right, you're going to go from group home to work, back to group home to Marianne's, right?
No.
You're going to go to Marianne's from work.
Yeah.
Okay. This is bugging me. Why wouldn't this let me in? Oh, by the way, Gary left the waiting room. I was getting ready to let him back in, but he's gone, so he'll calm down.
But how are you gonna sit there and tell me when you don't even take it?
Well, that's why I said to let you talk, because you're the one that does it 3 days a week, and you would know what the charges are and how it works. They probably have same day, but it's probably going to be a hell of a waiting list, and it is probably going to cost you more. And if I can ever get into their website, I will figure all that out. All right, let me put on my thinking cap.
Mm.
You have your ad blocker on or malware bite thing on?
Thinking cap. Wintermute, I'm trying to get into the access transportation in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Monroeville area.
Probably recognizes that you're not in that area.
Could be. Could be.
That's like I've had in the past. It's not the same thing, but I've tried to call an 800 number I found one time, and it wouldn't accept calls from out of state. I was trying to call my old university and ask them about something, and they wouldn't let me through on the 800 number.
Ah, here we go. Oh, it's myaccessright.com. But I've never figured that out. Good God.
Anybody see that Tech Yes City video live stream that he was doing? He was talking about the prices and everything about the 4000 series graphics cards coming out.
Who is that, Sean?
Tech Yes City. He's in
Not familiar with that
he's
channel.
in China.
He's in Japan.
Oh yeah, Japan. Okay.
Get your facts straight, Sean.
Japan, China. He's one of them countries over there. Well, this is not helping me out at all.
Yeah, he was talking about the RTX 4090, 4080, 4070 pricing and specs and release date discussion. He was on there for like an hour talking about it. I watched a little bit of it.
All right, I found the website. I'm on the website. Now, how do I get, like, writer resources did not help me out at all. Oh, let's try this one that says fairs. That's a good start. Fair guidelines can be found in the minimum fares and escort policy. Oh, it gets transportation and an escort. I like this.
I got somebody email me from Craigslist like, don't put your crap in this section. There's a section for it. I put some CDs that I was selling in the general section, and they're like, oh, well, they emailed me and said there's a section for that. And I'm like, well, everybody else posts it in general, so I thought I'd do it too. And they.
Yeah, I used to get those quite a bit. I just ignore them.
I almost emailed them back and told them to shut the hell up. I still have that email. I should do that.
So am I going to have to create an account to actually get a quoted dollar amount for trips?
Might be.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, when I clicked on fares, it's just telling me how to make an account, and then it tells you at the very bottom that if you don't use your account and there's money on your account for 3 years, it goes into a Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Unclaimed Property Fund. But that's not helping me out at all.
What does that mean?
If you have money on your account and you didn't use it for 3 years, they're going to take whatever's remaining and put it in that fund.
And then you have to file a separate claim for it.
Right.
They're not going to hold your money forever.
Hey Jim, I saw this guy on Craigslist. He was selling one of those 2 terabyte Crucial solid state drives, MX 500s. He was selling them for $215, and I looked on Amazon. They go for $161. I almost sent that guy a text and be like, "What are you doing, dude? Go look on Amazon," and because it was brand new. And he,
Well, but there are people scamming folks like that, and that's how they make money. There are
yeah,
folks who will buy it. And whether or not you send him anything, he's not going to care.
yeah, Greg Salazar did a video about Facebook postings where this guy was selling a computer for $4,400, and then even
Yeah, I
had
saw that.
kind of specs that should have been that price.
So Tony Wallow caught my little joke a while ago, and he said, "What's her name?" Yeah, apparently you have to have an account to get quotes. Let me see if this link will do anything. Oh, good God. Purple, blue, yellow, orange, and green. And not one mention of the costs.
I shall return. I got to go round up my grandson. I'll be back.
Oh, ready?
We'll be here.
So now down at the very bottom and very not so big print, minimum fares and escort policy. I'm going to skip the minimum fares and get straight to the escort policy. Minimum is $3.15 one way, $5.25 maximum one way fare. So I'm confused, Josh, because you say it cost you $7.25, correct?
Yep.
That doesn't jive with the figures I'm looking at here. And then let me go to the blue and see what that column is. That's for Access ADA program is what I just quoted. Access 65 Plus program, $315, $5.25. Access Connections program. When you get on the bus, do you go straight from the group home to work, or do you transfer buses?
You go straight to the group home to work.
Okay, cool. So we can throw out the connection program that's $315, $525, and $2.50 to transfer. That's crazy. Nowhere on here is it $7.50.
It might be because I'm ADA.
Well, ADA is the first one I read, and it says minimum fares and escort policy, $3.15 minimum one-way fare, $5.25 maximum one-way fare. So $5.25. You pay $10.50 a day is what you should be paying, but the reality is somebody's telling you you're paying $15 a day, $7.50 and $7.50.
Right.
So who's telling you pay $7.50? Let me guess. They are.
The access people are, yeah.
Don't think it's the access people. I think it's someone else. I'm reading this right off of their page. I'm going to give Greg a migraine early tonight. Sorry, Greg.
Oh no! Here it comes again.
Hey, wait. Now, that's my grandkids' favorite saying is, "Oh no!" So down here at the bottom, door-to-door transportation program options, and I skimmed through here, and the only thing I can see that has money involved is minimum fares and escort policy, and $315 right here. Oh, that's good. That didn't work at all. And then $5.25. Now Wintermute found some fare info. I'm going to click on his link and see if it brings up anything different. Nope, that's the same one with the same dollar amount. So something like everything else that goes on there is very amiss, Josh. Very amiss. Medical trips, 65 plus, 225 one way, 66.
Medical trip for free.
Well, that's good.
But I don't understand why it's 725 each way.
I don't either.
He's saying it's costing him $7.25 for each place he goes.
I thought he
Yep.
said $7.50 for each place he goes.
That's
No,
not
7.
right.
Oh, $7.25?
725.
So $14.50 a day then. If just to go to work and come back from work. Yeah, Wintermute says that he thinks it's the same. He's guessing the PDF is out of date and they jacked the prices up when gas went up. That's very possible. Do you recall how long you've been paying $7.25?
No.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
I thought for disabled people they were a service that didn't cost nothing. I thought all states had that.
I do not know. So when I put in is there free transportation, it comes up with for Medicare patients. I probably don't want to use that one, do I? No, I don't. I don't. It's got my thinking cap on still, so I know I don't.
What exactly place is that he works for?
What is the name of the place you work for, Josh?
BBRF.
Does that sound for? Is it got a big blue banner out front that says blind something?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that in one of your videos. That's why I asked.
Is it supposed to like Easter seals?
Well, I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Did he say yes, Ken?
Yes.
Yeah.
Used to they had a van that takes people.
How do seniors get around without a car? One of the questions that's being asked. What is paratransit?
Paratransit.
Mm-hmm. Provides transportation for people with disabilities who are unable to use the regular fixed route transit service that service their region. Paratransit usually provide door-to-door service for people who call to reserve a ride. Probably a cost to that too then. Oh, here's a good question. This was probably written by Natasha herself. How do old people get around?
Yeah, that would be my wife.
Yeah, I had to remind her I'm not over the hill yet. Getting close, but not quite there yet.
When did you do that?
The other day when she called me. I got her thoughts on old people that all of us old people, and she was referring to anyone 60 and above, has Alzheimer's, can't walk, can't see, can't drive. And I'm like, I'm driving down the road right now.
I don't know what I did to her, but she's been pestering me every day saying that she loved me, and I don't know what the heck I did.
Ken, did you ever figure out how she got your number?
Oh, I think we answered that question.
Josh?
Nope.
Had to be you or Alex.
Probably Alex.
Yeah, let's blame him. He's not here to defend himself. Well, let's just blame. What else can we blame on Alex tonight? He's not here.
Really blowing up.
Yeah, let's. I'm learning to keep my big mouth shut. I'm going to ask Wintermute to look something up for me since he's very good at looking things up.
That's funny. He probably come on Zoom tomorrow and say, what I missed? Well, let's see. You missed two, you telling me to shut up.
Are you talking about Alex?
Yeah.
He's probably still watching the stream. He just had to get to bed early because he's got to be up early. He's just not used to being up early. Hard to do.
Yeah.
Ken, that outro, either the outro or intro you have with the man on a motorcycle in the
Mm-hmm.
mailbox,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of looks like the motorcycle that Jeff has in the background. Make me
That's
think
an
of
old one. That's a 1974 model.
I think the
Wait.
one in the intro and outro, I believe that's actually like a moped or a mini bike.
okay.
And I only say that because I seen the whole video and I'm pretty sure it's not a motorcycle.
I looked at those. I remember a while back I asked y'all about those scooters. Like I used to have a scooter, Honda Era 50. I looked at some on Amazon and it has that size motor, and you got to put those together.
Did that have like a plastic shield in the front of it that came down in the front, almost
Yeah.
like okay? See, I had not heard that term in so many years. I had one of those too. That's a cool little bike to get around on in the country. I don't know about it in the city, but I enjoyed it.
Oh,
Yeah, we rode it around the neighborhood and all.
You know,
I'm not looking forward to having as many wires as the professor has.
Well, you shouldn't have near the wiring he's got. You're going to add a switch.
A hub, USB hub.
That's just one, and then you're going to plug all your USBs into that. One, two. Yeah, you should only gain maybe 4 at the outside. Well, okay, power 4, 5, maybe 6. Alex has got the record on the most amount of a rat's nest on cabling I've ever seen. I can't really say a whole lot. All mine is hidden because everything is behind the 3 desk I have, and other than right now, I got my one rolled out of the way because I was doing some work last night. I don't see my mess,
Yeah.
and I am not going to pull them out, make them all nice and neat, put them down. That's not ever going to happen. Oh wait, I don't got to think no more. I can take off the thinking cap.
Yeah, mine's
Well, you figure
Already hidden.
I got the wires for the Switch. I got the wires for the Wii. I got the wires for the chargers for the Wii remote.
Oh, you're gonna have a couple extra ones, no doubt. No doubt at all. We better take off what's her name from Tony from the Twidget. Oh, doggone! It's 12:05. I missed Prime Days this year.
Oh, the horror.
Oh, I know. It's geez. Yeah, my battery going up to $39.
What the?
Somebody's phone.
Now that was just me doing something. Don't worry about it.
Not a phone?
No, not a
Oh,
phone.
okay.
No, but you know where that ringtone's from? It's from Anybone. It's from oh God, what's the name of that program that Alex uses?
No idea.
almost sounded like the ice cream truck coming down the street.
Image Bone.
Image
I
Burn
was
has
thinking
that?
about looking outside to see if they were selling something.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Who? Wait a minute. Who said image burn?
I did.
Josh did.
Yeah, he's correct.
Wow. Wintermute, he's in Allegheny County. I read that somewhere.
What, Image Burn, the thing that writes CDs and DVDs?
Yes.
Yep.
That has a sound like that?
Yes.
Yep.
I've
Right
used
when
it
it
a
gets-
lot, and I've never heard the sound. Maybe I'm not wearing my headset or something when I use it.
Well, if you have your headset constantly plugged in and you're not wearing it, then yeah, you probably never heard it.
Yep. All right,
But
that's
right-
it.
But right when it gets done writing or copying something,
I'll have to try that.
and if it doesn't do it right, it says, "Oh no!"
So Wintermute's researching and he wanted to know what county Josh is in, and I misspelled Allegheny because I don't know how it's spelled. I know I spelled it wrong.
Allegheny County.
Yep. Can you spell it?
Nope.
Me neither. And I'm not even going to put my thinking cap back on and even try to spell it.
It might be.
Alagainy, right?
Yeah, it's spelled
Well,
funny. That sounds
hey,
about
Echo.
right.
Spell Allegheny County.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Hey, Echo. Spell Allegheny County.
Allegheny.
Stupid. Why the hell did I buy that?
Good question. Why did you buy it? You know, one of these days, Josh, you're going to go, hey, Echo. And you're going to ask it a question, and it's going to come back with, Josh, get off your lazy ass and go do it yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just getting you ready.
I'm surprised. I would have laughed if he said, "Why the hell did I buy it?" If it would have answered him.
So Wintermute found a government site that points him to, ready for this? The Access site. Big shock there. Big shock. That's funny. He even prefaces it with, ha! So I wonder if Photo Mix Media is still in the chat room. I seen him earlier tonight. Or at least I think I thought I saw him.
Yep.
Yep, I did. So if he's still there, I wanted to pass some information along to him.
I guess somebody realized what S mode was, and now they're selling their HP 14-inch laptop, 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gig storage for $320 because it has S mode. He said he didn't want S mode, and you realize he bought it, and it had S mode, and he realized he couldn't do nothing with it. So he says it's new, not used. So
Yeah, technically wrong.
Yeah, he can get it out of S mode, but
Can't go back.
yeah, 4 gig. Yeesh, there's that 4 gig again. Don't even go there.
My wife's computer laptop has at least 8 gigs of RAM.
For what she's using it for, that's more than adequate.
Yeah, plenty.
anybody that I fix their laptops or their desktops, I recommend that they go with 16 gigs of RAM no matter what. 16 gigs of RAM and at least a solid state drive for at least the operating system and everything else, and then use the hard drive for backup. And then I'll set the hard drive. Then I'll set the computer to put everything on the hard drive instead of the solid state. I'll change all the settings around.
So, technically that computer that she has can run Windows 11. But I'm not going to be the one putting it on Windows 11.
That's another 3 years before you have to do that.
Yeah.
My laptop will run Windows 11. I'm not going to try to do it.
I'm not going to put Windows 11 on it.
I've got to upgrade the drive. I've got the SSD. I just haven't cloned it yet, and I need something, a spudger or something to open the back of it. That's all I need.
Piece of shit.
That laptop that she has, Alex doesn't even want to work on it because it's so slow.
Nobody wants to work on it. Even you don't want to work on it because it's so slow.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch it.
What's interesting, some of these, like my HP laptop, has got 12 gig of memory. And when you use a program that shows you what it's got 2 different brands of memory in it, which is, I find strange. It's got both Hynix and one other kind. I don't remember which now. It's got 8 gig of one and 4 gig of a different. Yeah, Samsung or Hynix or something like that. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like something HP would do.
They just threw in some of whatever they had laying around.
That works. That works. Good.
So this computer, this motherboard is supposed to run Windows 11, but it says it doesn't meet the current requirements. But I was running Windows 11 on it at some point in time. I was. It says that the TPN 2.0 is not turned on, but I never once I reinstalled Windows 10, I never turned the TPM off. But it must have turned it off when I installed Windows 10 again because.
Well, it's in the BIOS.
Yeah.
So they had tragedy here in Indianapolis today. Literally, I think it's about 8 blocks one way and 2 away from where I live. There was a young man and his 3 young children went missing 4 days ago. And they pinged his cell phone and it showed up near a lake. They drove to the lake and couldn't find the car. So they thought he must have driven away. Well, they discovered the car today in the lake with the 3 little children's bodies in the car. And they haven't recovered his body yet. They're just assuming that he's in the water somewhere. Oh no, they did find, it says 4 bodies. They did find his body as well.
Did he purposely drive into the lake?
Well, that's what's being thrown around on the news channels and everywhere else. They don't know. Nobody, they will never know. You know.
Georgia had a train that went around that yesterday.
Yeah, it's the kids. I don't think they were that old. I want to say maybe 3, 4, and 5. They weren't over 6 years of age. I'm sorry, 5, 2, and 1. I thought they were older than that. The dad was 27. And they went missing on July 6th. I'm off a couple days. And they just now put divers in the lake today. Ooh. Can't wait to hear the spin on that.
Well, some woman in Gary hit a police car and was ejected and dies on the scene. I guess she was on the freeway in Gary. What is that? Gary, Indiana, or something, something like that.
I think so.
Yeah, she got ejected after hitting a police car and died.
All good, Wintermutes. I was just wondering because if there was an alternative, we might want to try to have him look into that. But sounds like Access has got their fingers in the government pie, and the government's got their fingers in the Access pie. Strange how that works.
You think Gary will come back and apologize to me tomorrow night?
Nope.
No.
Nope. You'll never get an apology out of him.
No, don't hold your
It'll
breath.
be about probably 5 or 6 days before he even joins us again. This isn't the first time I've put him in the waiting room for being mean and disrespectful. And if he comes back, he comes back. I ain't losing sleep over it. It's just, he was wrong. And I tried to get him to understand that. And he started off on a rant, and I wasn't going to have it. I mean, I don't like going to the "it's my channel, my rules" card, but
Yeah, where have I heard that before?
I don't know. I've heard that. I heard that from some guy that said, "I got a lot of flaws."
They just don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I relate to that more and more. So, I wouldn't count on it, Josh. I really wouldn't. Now watch him come back. He'll come back tonight and go, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I lost my cool."
I think you have a better chance of winning the lottery before he apologizes.
I got an apology from my wife today.
Oh, good Lord. You get that in concrete?
You better get that in writing, that's for sure.
And put it on the wall.
There you go. Moving time again.
No, that was
That was me again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
I know.
What? Image burn.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm farting around with doing some modifications to ISO files.
Anybody know who George Eads is?
Nope.
Doesn't ring a bell.
No.
Okay, that's his real name. What if I said Nick Stokes? Would that help?
That name sounds familiar for some reason.
What about Gil Grissom?
Gil Grissom, that I remember.
Okay. What about Sarah Seidel? Okay, enough of that. Nick Stokes was a character on the original CSI, and he played right along the guy that played Gil Grissom and the girl that played Sarah Seidel. No, not Fletch, although Fletch was a great movie, I thought. So here's a poll real quick. Did Chevy Chase ever make a bad movie?
I'm sure he has. I don't know what it would be, but I'm sure he has.
Pick one at random.
I take it Jeff's not a Chevy Chase fan.
I can take it or leave it. Mostly leave it.
I think their European Vacation or whatever it was, I didn't really care for that one.
The one where he goes around Big Ben about 12 times. He goes, "Oh look,
Yeah,
kids,
I
there's
get
Big Ben."
stuck in that roundabout.
I'm not a fan of things remotely resembling slapstick comedy.
Yeah, the original Vacation. One of the funniest lines in there, and no disrespect to the dog owners in here, was when the cop came up carrying the chain, and he said, "And the little fella tried to keep up for so many miles."
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wintermute said some of the later Vacations were terrible. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
No doubt. He did one where he was an air traffic controller. I can't remember the name of it. I thought that was pretty good. Has he ever done a serious movie? That's a better question.
I don't think so.
Christmas Vacation was serious.
Well,
He was serious when he wanted his boss at his house. Eddie took him serious.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if he ever did anything a serious modern problems. Yes, that was it. Yeah. Wintermute to the rescue again. Yeah, I liked Modern Problems. I thought that was a really good, funny, kept moving movie. I did like Fletch. I thought Fletch was pretty good.
What about Spies Like Us?
Loves Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase. Oh, I loved that. I had that on the big ass laser disc. Remember those?
Yes, I do. I actually worked on those for a while.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Wasn't John Candy in that too?
He might have been.
Shit.
I'm trying to think if he was or not. Yeah, I like Spies Like Us. John Candy, another decent comedian that I don't think he had any bad movies either, but he didn't do many movies as well. Anyway, the reason I brought that up is Mom asked me yesterday who this guy was, and I was like, okay, you had Gil Grissom, you had Warwick, the black guy, and you had the white guy that you're asking the name, and for the life of me, I can't tell you his name right now, but he did play on the new make of MacGyver, and it was driving me up a wall, so I did Google it and look it up, and as soon as I said Nick, she goes, Nick Stokes, and I'm like, yep. So, and then we had a conversation about how, and especially at 84, you know things, but you just can't recall them, and she said, lately that's becoming more and more and more, and I started to say, well, Mom, you're going to be 84 next Wednesday, but then I remembered a conversation we had a couple days ago where she said, don't remind me I'm going to be 84, so I didn't do it. Oh, I'm learning. And then another thing in the store today, right after the wheelie comment, she says, you got a pretty good sense of humor at times. I said, I get it from my mom. She goes, oh, I'm giving you some browning points. And I mean, my mom and dad, my dad, he was just the most, I mean, he had a sense of humor, no doubt. I just don't know where it was at. Very, very dry, very just, the room would be rolling around on the floor laughing, and my dad would be sitting there going,
I would have liked your dad.
You probably would have, Jeff.
Yeah.
You probably would have.
Yeah. I like Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Particularly in the roles where he's not playing comedy. I think he's done some good jobs in other roles.
I'm trying to think of a non-comedic role he's done.
Driving Miss Daisy.
He was in Driving Miss Daisy?
Yep, he was the son of the old lady.
Really?
And there was another one with this little girl in it that went to look for her mother or something. He played an undertaker.
My girl.
Something like that, yeah.
No, Dragnet clearly was a comedy, Wintermute. That clearly was supposed to be comedic.
But
he was in Driving
I won't
Miss
say
Daisy.
all the comedy stuff was bad or anything. I just like him better than the other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he played the guy who ran the factory that his father started, and he hired Morgan Freeman to drive his mother.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. I get to drive Miss Carolyn now, if that counts for anything.
Yep. Hey.
And no, I won't put her in the back seat. Although, she'd probably would go along with it if I said, "Mom, let's do this little gag right here." She'd probably be all for it, and that's good because I know the days are coming when she's just not going to be able to do that. So, like Jeff said, I've got to enjoy them.
Hey, enjoy what you got when you've got it.
Exactly.
And it's funny what little things do. When my mother turned 85, this was a long time ago, obviously, but I took a week's vacation and I drove from Tennessee to Kansas and knocked on her door on the birthday.
Have you not seen my video when we did that from Vegas when we drove straight through to be here on Mom's birthday?
I guess I didn't see that.
I'll send that to you.
Okay, I would like that.
Oh my
I did
God!
the same
She
thing to my mom.
opens the door and she goes, "What are you doing here?"
No, but that was one of the best times my mother and I ever had.
I can imagine. So it looks like Jose quickly joined and quickly left.
Yeah, he said he'll be right back.
Okay, yeah.
BRB.
Hey Jim, so if that gal is causing this noise, I think I'm just gonna get like a 25-foot HDMI to HDMI and just get one of those little splitters that go from DisplayPort to HDMI. Do you think that's a good idea so I can have it over there? Hopefully it won't cause buzzing noise if I have it over there by my TV. Because I want to hook it up to the capture card to do on OBS.
Okay, I was late to the party. I didn't actually watch any of this beginning of the stream. There's another computer that was the source of the noise problems?
So far, yeah, it was the Dell. Because I just moved the Dell and it didn't make that noise at all.
Huh.
And now, but I want to hook it up to my Stream Deck. Do you think 25 feet of HDMI cord and then just buy a splitter from DisplayPort to HDMI and then just run it from my TV over here to the display capture card? Because if it's going to cause trouble with it being right here next to my computer, then I need to buy probably like a 25-foot HDMI and DisplayPort so I can have it away from the computer. So is it feasible or?
It sounds like it's feasible, but honestly, I don't know.
John, will they let you do that in the group home?
What?
Oh, in these rooms.
So Jim, I just put a link in. Go listen to that, and I think at the 28-second mark, I believe it is, you'll hear what he's talking about.
Jose said in Zoom chat, he says, be right back.
Yep.
Yeah, we caught that already.
Yep. So, how many stream decks do you have? One or two?
Who?
You.
How many stream decks?
Yeah, you mentioned you were going to hook the stream deck up to the Dell.
No, yeah, I was going to hook the capture card.
Oh, capture. So you don't have a stream deck?
No.
Okay.
I was going to hook the Dell up over there by my TV, and then run a cord from over there to plug into the capture card, since I guess having the Dell right here where I could just plug it in is making all that weird noise. So I was going to have it over there and just run a cable from the capture card to the
right
there, but yeah. Or maybe I can put it on top of my fridge. Put it on top of my fridge and just run the cable that way. I don't know.
Okay,
I'll
so
have to see.
is this a Dell monitor or a Dell computer?
It's a Dell Optiplex 780.
Okay. Because
Okay.
I see there's a monitor in the background, or is that it in the background?
That's my TV.
Okay.
That's my TV.
I would not be surprised to find out that there's an internal speaker in that son of a bitch that's causing the feedback.
On the Dell?
On the Dell.
Oh, look, something jarred his memory. Oh, let's go look. Uh-oh. I hope he's not getting the gun to shoot it.
Hey, Ken,
Yeah, Chris.
remember I had those sort of issues,
I do.
and that I was using that HP, and it's got an internal speaker.
Yeah. He's looking.
I'd be willing to bet there's an internal speaker in that son of a bitch somewhere. But
What
that's a
did
guess.
You know what? It does make a beeping noise, so there is a speaker somewhere in there.
Yeah, just
When
as
it
boot
boots
goes,
up, it
probably.
beeps. There is a speaker in here somewhere. I don't
Pair of
know.
wire cutters will fix that.
I
Well,
don't know
no,
where,
no.
but there is a speaker in here somewhere.
Yeah, normally this speaker is a plug-in thing. You could try, once you find it, you could try unplugging the internal speaker, put the Dell back where it was, and see if the noise persists. You could try that. Because that feedback that I heard, that's very low frequency. I don't understand why it's doing that.
Oh, you should go back and listen to a couple of them. She's got some that you can probably hear it without being on the computer. It's that loud.
Jesus.
It was just horrible.
He had one that woke the whole group home up.
Yeah, we did. I did that. I unfortunately have to lay claim to that fame.
So if it makes a beeping noise, that means that there's like when you boot it up, it goes beep. That means that there's a speaker, right? Somewhere in there.
Yeah, there's something in there.
Yeah.
There's a little tiny paper cone speaker that's worth 25 cents in there someplace.
Okay, I have this.
Where did you get it?
Downstairs.
No, you have to ask.
Lost track of where I was.
Where did you get it? From the pantry? All right, since you asked, yes.
Thank you.
That reminds me, Jeff, my brother's youngest daughter, who's now 17. Back in 2009, I was
It
back.
gets worse.
Oh, I know. I was back here helping my son out and staying at my mom's, and Caitlin come in one night and she says, "Grandma, I'd like to have some soda and some potato chips or cookies or something." And my mom says, "Well, honey, we don't have any of that." And she goes, "Yes, we do, Grandma." And my mom says, No, we don't." And Caitlin goes, "Yes, we do, Grandma. Come here." And she walked us into her bedroom, and she opened the bottom dresser door. There was 2 liters of soda, a box of cookies, and a bag of potato chips.
Okay, so I'm gonna show this to Jim. I think I found it.
Okay,
But it's gonna be terrible because it's soldered to the fucking motherboard. It's right.
hold
Wire
on,
cutters
I'll
work
spotlight you.
You see that? Do you see that black circle right there? That's
Oh God, it's one of those things. Okay.
yeah, it's soldered to the motherboard.
Screw that idea.
Can you show that again? I'm kind of slow at finding things.
It's right there. That
Yeah,
black.
I'm familiar with those.
Oh, yeah. I see it
thing
now.
with the hole in it.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Can you disconnect that somehow?
Although I still don't understand how the Dell is causing the audio feedback problems. That's the part that puzzles me, makes me scratch my head.
It's,
Can you
Jim.
disable the internal speaker in the BIOS?
Hey,
Might be
Jim,
able to.
yeah, Josh.
can you disconnect that from the motherboard somehow?
He said it was soldered.
Yeah, I think it is soldered.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is soldered.
I'm
Like
not, I'm in the same boat that Jim's in though, because as far away as it was from your microphone, that should not have been causing it. But since you've done,
Have you had feedback when the Dell is turned off?
Yeah. But
That's-
now that I moved it, I did another video and there was no after I moved the Dell to the closet, there was no noise at all. It was
So-
gone.
so,
it was like
It
poof, gone.
almost sounds like there's a ground loop somewhere. That's weird.
I mean, if you're getting it when the Dell's turned off, it can't be the Dell.
correct. No, when you did your latest stream with the Dell in the closet, which by the way I was gonna tell a real funny joke about something, but anyway, when it's in the closet, you did not have any feedback, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I put the Dell back over here and not plug it into the wall. And then try a video.
Oh, if it does, I'm gonna start playing the Twilight Zone music. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna tell
really.
you
So
right
am
now.
I. Yeah, so am I.
Have you changed the electrical outlet you're using?
It's a surge protector down here.
Could be a loose ground on the outlet in the wall.
I'm gonna go grab coffee. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I know the new Dell Optiplexes, they come with like a speaker that you can unplug. But these old ones, the old ones like that, they're soldered to the motherboard.
Sean, you seen one of these things before?
Mm-hmm.
Those will tell you if your outlet's got a problem.
Mm.
Sean,
I'm actually on Amazon right now. I'm gonna look that up.
look in the BIOS and see if it can disable the internal speaker.
Oops.
But
I
Greg,
can't spell plug right. Plug tester. Yeah. There we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, right, dude, like this one right here, Jeff. Look, like that, or like that one right there. Yeah, that's the one that looks like yours. I wish there was something. I wonder if they have like a mic finder or something. Huh?
Try plugging your power strip into a different wall outlet and see if that corrects the problem.
Yeah, I know this room used to be the office before they took it into the master bedroom. Like this one plug over here on the wall, it has one of those little circle things stuck in it. They ripped the plug out and they ripped the round piece out of the 3 plug and it's stuck in there.
Sounds like an interesting place to live.
They have an anti-spy RF detector, bug detector, GPS detector, finder, camera finder, scanner, find and locate eavesdropping devices, rechargeable, $80. I need to go. I don't even know whether they have one for $16, but oh, it is. It's a 3 gigahertz satellite finder by Mike. Maybe that will work.
Oh, your dad made you a satellite finder?
What? No, I was looking on Amazon for a mic finder.
I tried. I'm going to go ahead and hit the button and in the stream. We're approaching 2 hours, which we haven't done in a while. Been fun. Boy, that went right now. There's no delay on that whatsoever. So shouts out to Wintermute, Tony Wallow, Jeff Wallow, or Jeff Wallow. They're not even related. Jeff Ryman, Tom K. I'm having a rough night. I'm gonna get kicked off of here. Be like that news anchor that got suspended because she was slurring her words, and she referred to the weatherman on 3 different names, which was absolutely hilarious, I thought. Well, she did. She was like, okay, I'm going to take it over to Rick Lakes, and then in a minute we're going to have the weather from Greg Guy, and then, okay, let me throw it over there to Josh Kinder for the weather. And the guy's over there going, huh?
No, Ken, Jeff was telling me to get one of these to see if the plugs are bad. In
Oh,
my,
okay. Okay.